Today I am mobile, but hey, welcome back. It's Jordan. Today I want to talk about my journey of moving from Savannah, Georgia to Orlando, Florida, and how I was able to get myself acclimated and how the moving process went. So, when I moved from Savannah, I decided that I kind of really didn't want to take a lot of the items that I did have, although I did have a one bedroom apartment and it wasn't fully furnished. Um, so shout out to anybody who has an apartment that is not fully furnished significantly after moving in. But I did have a good bit of things, and I decided that I had a different idea of what I wanted to go for. So I pretty much left basically everything except for my couch. I decided that I would create a style out of it. I'm far from an interior designer, but I was able to use a lot of TikTok, a lot of YouTube to watch different ideas of styles for how I could decorate my apartment. And I decided on one that I really liked, and it was kind of a nature kind of vibe. A lot of stones, wood, plants, certain neutral colors. Some of the homes were literally even just almost like little igloos out of clay. So that is a very specific niche type of scenario. But I was like, let me see how close I can get to it. So I went for just stones, ceramics, woods, neutral colors because I am a nude girly, but also pink brought that into it. And I basically was able to do everything on a budget. I love a good deal. I love a good sale. So I pretty much just, after doing all my research, saved a couple things, did a lot of screenshots. And from there, I kind of had to work around the couch because it's a dark gray couch. Ideally, I would have wanted a white couch, but I'll be honest, I did not want to spend the money to get a new couch because all the ones that I really liked were $2,000. I really like the cloud couches, but like I said, I didn't want to spend cloud couch money. So I was like, all right, let's see what we can do with this existing dark gray couch. And I was able to find a couple interior designers just to see. And what I learned a lot about was contrast, which it seems super obvious, but I had not really even considered that previously. But doing it was like a really helpful thing to know because it helped me to kind of give that bright look that I wanted. Because that was the other thing. When I was looking at apartments, I saw a lot that kind of had like dark cabinets. And while it is a nice vibe because it's kind of like a moody vibe, I think that looks so good. But I was like, as much as I would like that, I kind of wanted like a brighter feel. So I opted for one that had like white cabinets and I just wanted a bright color scheme. I wanted a lot of light to come in. I'm typically a blackout shades person, but I did not go for that. My curtains are like really thin, but it just is very light, airy. I don't know, just super like happy and bright, and that's what I wanted. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in some clips of me showing all the different things that I have, and but just for context, everything is pretty much from like Amazon, Wayfair, Ross, Marshalls, Home Good, and that's pretty much it. So hopefully you like it. Give me any suggestions if you have for me on a budget, of course, and any questions that you have, let me know. So this came from Ross. It was about $20. This one here came from Marshalls. This is about $30. These came from Marshalls and they were about, it was like a two pack. So obviously the both of the pink ones, and they were about $30, I think, for these. The couch, as I said, this one came with me from Savannah and it was from American Freight. And this table here, Wayfair. This was about $100, I think, on Wayfair. Ross, I believe, $7.99. Also Ross, $12.99. This is also Ross. I don't know why this is here. And $9.99. $9.99 for this. Honestly, I don't know how much this cost, but it wasn't a lot, so let's just call it $10. Excuse the setup, but Amazon, this was like, okay, wait. This was from Amazon, like 130. Was it? It was like $80. All right, y'all, I don't know how much this cost. I'm gonna have to look it up. I don't really remember. I don't remember how much that cost, but it did come from Amazon. That came from Home Goods, and it was a sale actually. So that was on sale. So probably like $5, something like that. This is a real plant from Home Depot, like $25. And I got a little base thing that I'm not gonna pick up. That was also from Home Depot, just like the little case for it, and that was like $20. This was free, and these came from Home Goods, also on sale. So probably, actually this one was more expensive than the other one, so this was $10. Also, projector. This came from Amazon. I think that was $50. And this is an Amazon screen that I got for $85. And I really don't use it that often, only because I feel like I can project bigger without it, just onto the wall. But it is one of the ones that goes up and down. So yeah, that is my apartment furnishing on a budget. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.